Hi friends, we would like you to subscribe and also press the bell icon so that you'll get the notifications from YouTube.
Hi all, welcome back to Fountainhead Veda channel. This is Radha Ganeshan. Thank you for joining the Fountainhead Veda channel.
We have lot of acupressure points. We know that.
Right.
And some main brain buttons are there just below the collarbone and the neck bone. We
Right.
have that, and we have to press that, and we have to be conscious of that. And both sides, it's here and here. So we have to press that for about few seconds, and then take a deep breath and leave it. And then you have to do that at least 3 to 4 times, and so it activates.
So
both
the
sides of
teacher
brain.
teaches all this.
Yes,
Okay.
we all attend workshops on all
Sure,
this.
sure.
Not only the general methodology or the
Yeah,
cognitive,
fantastic.
the lessons. We attend workshop on psychology,
I see.
social skills, and other art activities, and we brain exercises. You know, we have to be everybody.
Sure, super.
We have to be multi-talented. A teacher has to be multi-talented.
Okay.
And she should be aware of such things so that
Yeah.
she can do the best for the child.
Great.
So these are all whatever I have learnt when I was a teacher. I'm just sharing it with you.
Sure, lovely.
And another thing is the ambidexterity, we call it. It's like whatever we do, the lazy eight, we call it, you know. When we do the lazy eight with my left leg at a time, same time I have to do with my left leg
Right
and
leg.
the right hand and the
Opposite.
right leg and the opposite side,
Right.
so that both sides are activated.
Fantastic.
So these are very few things what I have shared it with you. There are lots
Lot
of
of-
brain button exercises, and they can browse, and then
I know.
they can take
I know. Super.
use it in the at home as well as in the school.
Great. Does the curriculum help put in this? You are saying the curriculum also includes in this? You wanted to talk about the curriculum now.
So when we talk about the curriculum, when we come to the curriculum, we were discussing that how we have to observe the children, and what kind of a learner, and what is a dominant style in them, and what are the different skills the children have, and how to improve it. For that we have to understand, we have to observe and then understand all that.
Right.
So the curriculum also is designed on that.
Okay.
So there is a theory called multiple intelligences, a book written by Howard Gardner in Frames of Mind.
I see.
He wrote it in the year 1983. He published that book, and it's a very interesting book. And he's an American, and many of the American international schools, they follow this curriculum.
I see.
The entire curriculum is based on the multiple intelligences.
Oh, fantastic.
He says in that book that all of us have all the intelligences. So I just list a few for you.
Okay.
So the multiple intelligences are the musical, and the bodily kinesthetic, and the interpersonal, the intrapersonal, that is what we see inside, and the natural intelligence is what we have. When I list it, let's start from the learning styles.
Okay.
So the intelligences are the visual, spatial. That is one. That is where we are talking about the visual learners,
Right.
and then the musical one, and the logical, mathematical. That is more of the left brain kind of child, and then the bodily kinesthetic child, and that intelligence will be very dominant in that particular child.
Right.
And then the visual spatial.
Right.
They learn everything by seeing and observing and all that. And then, as I told you about the interpersonal and the intrapersonal, and the verbal linguistic, that is about the auditory
Okay.
learners.
Right.
So that is also, he mentions
So
that
the
they are also one of this.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So these are some of the intelligences, and later on, some people, they have added the naturalist and existentialist. That is, they are very much attached to the nature, and they believe in now, how
I
to
see.
live in now.
Right.
So
Even for the
they have
child,
added.
I
They
see.
have added. Basically, it was mentioned, only 7 intelligences was mentioned in that book. But later on, over the years, and many people have added a few intelligences to that, and then I think it's very relevant.
Sure,
and if the teachers and parents are aware of it, and they will be able to
So
understand.
these 7 intelligent or 8 intelligent are available in the brain. That's what you are
Yes.
saying. Children brain.
All of us have, not
no,
even
even
child.
as a child, over a period of time, you could have had.
Yeah.
I'm saying as a child between 3 to 5 itself.
Yes.
It starts showing, is it? All
Yes,
this.
yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Some are dormant.
Okay, fine.
So the children generally we can see I told you they are attracted by
Sure,
visuals and they love music.
Right.
So all that will be very bodily kinesthetic.
Right.
That will be very dominant.
Right.
Those intelligences will be dominant. Whereas their interpersonal, that is their social skills and their intrapersonal, how reflective they are, and that we can't find out. It will be dormant in them. Some children will be very shy in the beginning when they are very young.
Right.
They will not be able to play with other children, and they will not be able to gel with the grown-ups or the teachers in the classroom or the caregivers, and it will take some time for them.
Right.
So that will be dormant. That particular intrapersonal skill will be dormant in them.
But will you be
So-
teaching them something towards that? That's what I'm saying. If you're saying 8 intelligence or 7 are there,
Yes.
the teacher are they going to teach all this intelligence area Gundana games or something will be doing, or they are limiting themselves to only 3? That's what I'm saying.
No, no, no.
They will.
Yes,
yeah,
if
that-
the curriculum, if they design it properly, all these intelligences will be, they will have it in mind. That will be the basic
Fantastic,
thing.
fantastic.
And it's a very beautiful thing, very, very basic, and it's very beautiful.
Right.
And teachers also will have a very good clarity, and they will be able to, go ahead with a particular child.
Right.
And how to, get his attention to whatever concept she is teaching.
Fantastic.
And if I approach a child in this way, I'll be able to get his attention.
Sure.
And in a way, to get the confidence of the child, so that the child is learning.
Actually, it's a very revealing in the sense most of the parents, they, as we discussed earlier, most of the parents, because for creating an environment nobody to be there at home, so they go and put them in the school. That relieves the tension. But once they come to know such a curriculum is there, and this is going to be really bringing my child and build the child so beautifully. I think it's a real revelation from you, and it's a great introduction to the methodologies. All that. I think the schools, if you, whatever you are saying, if the schools are play schools or whatever the schools, but what is going to happen if you are going to, you said the new education policy also bringing it up from the 7th year onwards, the children.
Yes, yes.
So what are they going to do if nobody is there to attend them from their 3rd to 7th years, 7 years? Then how are these skills or these kind of a learning? Is it going to be a home like your online class now is happening?
yes.
That is going to be the methodology, or what do you think?
See, many, especially in Japan, lot of homeschooling has come.
I see.
Because of this kind of, we are going through pandemic. So they also had different problems, and they didn't have that much of confidence in sending the children to school. And it is very prevalent, and in Japan, they do a lot of homeschooling.
Right.
And now all of us are experiencing homeschooling.
Right.
And in a way, it's good because the parents, even the working parents, they know what is happening in the classroom.
Right.
They come to know the teacher's skills.
Right.
They're observing the teacher's skills.
Right.
How well she is able to, contain the attention, draw the attention of the child within that 1 hour or 2 hours.
Right.
How they are able to get the things done from the children.
Right. Lovely.
And how the children, they are so keen to observe, because they cannot get distracted. Even a higher class children, about 8-year or 10-year, if they are distracted, then she knows, the teacher will know. And when she gives an activity or a project to be submitted the next day, if the child is not attentive at home, attending online class, she won't be able to submit the project the next day. And they follow it up very well nowadays, the teachers, because they are doing distance teaching. No? So they are very keen. The teachers are very, very alert.
So the homeschooling will be the order of life after when they put the children on the age of 7. So the homeschool will start maybe 3, 4, 5 or 6.
Yes, it will start, but I won't say the play school will vanish or anything like that. As I told you, play schools also, kindergarten also has its own advantages and disadvantages, especially for social skills.
Okay.
Especially emotional and social skills, because that's very, very important. They have to play with their peers, with their age.
So that is going to exist then.
So
that has to be.
Yeah, that has to be there. And so that is
But
very
when
important.
you are saying only the formal education, the 5th year, they are going to shift it to 7th year.
Yes.
But till the age of 3 to 7, then it will be a private school or kindergarten or some kind of a corporation school also will have a similar kind of approach.
Yes,
I think that's
if the
how.
environment is good, if the teachers are good,
Yeah.
definitely parents will go for whichever curriculum they want to put their children in. There are different methodologies.
But I hope not that we are not addressing the rich group or middle class, upper middle class. Even the lower middle class should
Yes.
get such kind of a knowledge, and
Yes.
the teaching should go. I think, I mean, if you get some time or if you create some kind of a online teaching for the teachers,
Yes.
even a corporation teachers, you should really give them this kind of a teaching
Sure,
for
definitely.
them.
When I was working in that organization, we have worked with lot of corporation schools,
that's what I'm
government schools, and then we have given them lot of techniques and strategies with their limitations.
I know, I
and
understand.
I have found many teachers who are willing to learn.
That's what important.
And they were ready to learn and adopt all these new methodologies and
That's
all
what
that. I was very happy
Okay.
to be with them and to train
great.
them and all that,
That's,
because I have come across many group of teachers when I was doing the training, teacher training during
Great.
my tenure.
Lovely.
So
So are you done with the technologies and teaching or something, so that I can bring up some
Yes.
2-3 some general questions?
Yes.
With that, I think you can sum up, or we can just end our
Yes.
program. Which this program can be endless, because this is such a knowledge sharing for the formative year children. I think it's going to be an eye opener, because I think some of them will know, but the eye opener is the Finland methodology is great. You are suggested, and you also suggested the basic 3 types of learning is required, and teachers' ability to find which learnings is more suiting
Yes.
them. Then you also said about the brain functions and how to handle the brain functions. You also said the memory storage
Yes.
capabilities of children, and we should be able to identify the memory capabilities of children and provide them such things. As you also said, it should not allow it to become thin. So
Yes.
it should be loaded. And one of the best thing I liked in the whole of interview is a beautiful word is called celebrate
yes,
attitude. Build a celebration attitude with the children. That will make them a real fun, loving and harmonious child. That's
Yes.
what I could understand
Yes.
from what you have said.
Yes.
So I think 1 or 2 questions some of my friends have asked, and that is where I thought I'll share with you. Some of them are saying, like you also said, you already mentioned, don't brand the child.
yes,
Don't brand a child as a brat. Don't brand a child as very angry young bird. What did they say? Angry bird. Huh? Some games are there.
hyperactive.
No, they are calling it angry bird game, no something.
yeah.
So like that they brand their child. So they were all asking if some child is adam means too adamant. Should we leave the adamancy, or is there any method to change adamancy? Is there any method? Just not, he is only blackmailing parents. What do we do? Such kind of a questions keep coming. Most of the questions I just asked few of my friends, families, and all of them to send me questions. Most of the questions are coming around this. Is there any method for us as a parent, even though they are coming back from the school and best schools they are put, still they find certain qualities are very too dominating. So they are worried whether such a very aggressive child they become. Somebody, you said hyperactive child. Some child is just not at all interested. Some child is not eating food properly. So all these questions are going to come, whether it's an old system, new system, whatever system. Is there, will the teachers will be able to identify, sober them down if you think. But you are saying, your only bold statement what you are giving is, let them be like that for some time. Please
Yes.
observe till 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Just leave them alone. That
Yes.
is what you are saying.
Yeah.
Is there any other specific answers for them, or we will say, relax, allow them to be what they are? Is that what you are trying to say?
Actually speaking, it's easy to handle and deal with these kind of behaviors in school. Teachers, it will be easy for them.
Okay.
Because school is a different environment. And children look upon the teacher as an authority. Though the authority is very friendly, they know that how to behave.
Okay.
And there also they will have some behavioral problems will be there, and they will throw tantrums, but they know that that is not a congenial environment for them to throw tantrums.
Right.
So children are very smart. They know where to stop
Right.
and where to continue.
Right.
So at home, it is difficult for the parents to know because parents are they have a lot of soft corner for children,
Right.
and they don't have the patience like teachers.
Right.
And these kind of behavior, that aggressive behaviors, we have to ignore them in the beginning.
Okay.
When they are throwing tantrums, we have to ignore them. And the entire family, all the family members, whoever is at home, they have to cooperate with the parents. They have to listen to the parents. And if we ignore them, why they are behaving like that is they want to draw the attention of
Right,
the
I understood that,
grown-up.
yeah.
That is why they are throwing tantrums. And why the behavior is because of most of them are single child or just two children, and they'll have the sibling rivalry, and you're giving more attention to the other child and you're not giving, so they want to draw the attention like that. We have to be patient, and we have to be extremely kind to these kind of children.
Okay.
So
That's
extremely
I
kind.
think that's a better message.
And show a lot of affection to them, special attention to them, and through stories we can tell them the values and not being angry and what happens when they are angry. And through stories we can tell them, because they love
Right.
stories, and these are some of the techniques.
Lovely.
But with age, the tantrums also will slow down. That is one natural way
Natural.
of containing that. With age, that will also stop. And more than 5 years or 6 years, they know that once we start ignoring that particular behavior, they will not continue. As I told you, children are very smart,
I know.
and so they learn through that. And so the parents are not going to give me that much of attention if I am going to behave like
Super.
that. So we have to be patient
Great.
and give them time to learn and explore and grow.
Okay, lovely. I think one more point I missed out was the multi-talented area. You said 7 or 8.
Yeah, multiple intelligence.
Multiple intelligence. I think that is also a very important point you have conveyed today.
Yes.
I hope, I think whatever your experience you have shared with us, and you want how the future teachers have to behave, the parents have to behave, and but as you said, you would like to have the children left free as many hours in the schools like a Finland
Yes.
methodology. I hope the schools or the correspondents of the schools or the parents and all of them are going to listen to our program, and that will be a great help to them. So I'm going to ask for more questions after this program is over to people. If the more questions come, we'll have one more Zoom call or something like that where you can answer the question.
Sure.
So thank you very much. A lovely time we spent. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ramane.
Yeah,
And
thank
it was a great experience for me to share whatever I have done
Yeah.
in my profession. And
Right.
as a grandparent and as a parent, whatever I have
Right.
experienced, I have just shared it with you.
Lovely.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Hi friends, we would like you to subscribe and also press the bell icon so that you will get the notifications from YouTube.